It's a Western Conference battle at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis as the Grizzlies look to work the home court advantage. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. This game is part of the travel schedule for Denver.
And this has been a problematic matchup for them this season. They've come up empty in each of their 2 previous encounters. They'll need to find some answers here tonight.
Yeah, let's just say it's time to switch up the game plan, maybe. They can't use the same approach they did in the first 2 games. If they do, they will end up 0-3 just like the first 2.
So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Shepard. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Adebayo. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
Count that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Gordon's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Adebayo the screen. And it's Denver with the rebound. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Watson's shot is good.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Adebayo the screen. To end the run. And Adebayo throws it down.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points. Off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
And taken away by Wallace. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Guys?
Thank you, Allie.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league. All the length.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Johnson. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Memphis trailing here. Here's Shepard. Jackson with the screen. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Johnson, wide open. He fires. Hits it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5 now.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Pass to Adebayo. A 3-pointer off the mark. Denver leading by 4. Here's Watson. Back to Johnson. Now here's Watson from the arc. No good that time. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Nuggets on top. They finish off the first.
The Nuggets, 18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Now the Grizzlies are one of 8 remaining teams, Richard, in search of their first NBA championship.
And the closest they've gotten was that grit and grind era, when they made it as far as the Western Conference Finals in 2013. But can they get back to that level?
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Back to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Look, forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Here's Reddish. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup. And go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Bell. And here is Wells. Aja Bell on the wing. Here's Walsh. Clock at 6. Now, here is Bibby. The 3. And again, Denver, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
He takes it in. The shot by Reddish, no good. The Nuggets leading by 6. Now Bibby. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Reddish with the ball. No scoring in this one. Adebayo the screen. 3-pointer. And Salon gets it to go.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bibby misses.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Teams changing it up here. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything.
Here's Jackson. Here's Salon. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Salon's got 5 points now in the quarter. Johnson right side. Pass to Reed. .136 left to play here in the second quarter. The layup off target. With the drive. And finished off by Shepard.
I like the touch from Shepard finishing around the rim.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Here's Johnson. He has 7. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leading, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Adebayo throws it down.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Now, here's Johnson. The tray bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 10.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Denver in the lead. And here's Bell. Still yet to score. Pass to DiVincenzo. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
First personal foul. First team foul.
19 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Shepard. Good on the triple. Shepard's got his second basket of the night.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
Going inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on top, up 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Nuggets leading by 3. Johnson outside. Drives to the hoop. There's Buckner with the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Here's Shepard. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Outside Jackson. Adebayo the screen. Shot clock at 6. And Adebayo throws it down.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Outside, Adebayo. Now, Shepard. He's got 5. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
Johnson goes in. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. There's the drive. And finished off by Shepard.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepard a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Nuggets now. They lead by 1. Outside, Reed. Pass to Watson. Just 5 on the clock. Picked by Reed. Johnson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Here's Reddish. Nothing on the board. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Johnson goes in. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Driving the lane to the right side. Stolen by Jackson. Down low. Over in the corner, Reddish. And Reddish with the swing.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the
Johnson taking 2 shots.
So Johnson hits 2 of them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Wells. Pass to Johnson. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. And the foul on Mike Bibby. That's his first foul.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Shepard with the ball. He's got 7. Pass to Salon. Adebayo the screen. With a tie. Nailed from three-point land. Salon's got 8 points.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Outside, Reed. Here's Walsh. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Wells with it. Picked up by Shepard. Now, here is Bibby. Here he goes. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Denver calls timeout. The Nuggets leading by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 7.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Inside. Here's Wells. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 7-point Nugget lead. And so it's the Denver Nuggets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up.
46.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Shepard. Jackson with the screen. To the paint. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And I like how Shepard keeps things simple. When he notices someone on his team is open, he is more than happy to move the ball.
And here is Johnson. Pass to Watson. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. The Grizzlies trailed by 5. Now Shepard. Here's Wallace. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Denver now. Johnson outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Shepard. 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. And finished off by Shepard.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Nice shot by Porzingis. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Adebayo. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Another chance. Stolen by Gordon. Now DiVincenzo. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we have a timeout called by Tomas Isolo. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message that the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Shepard with the ball. Adebayo the screen. Porzingis with the steal. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Porzingis, here we go. Strong move off the glass.
Just a huge shot by Porzingis. He welcomes the chance to come up big for his team.
Right side Jackson. Timeout called by Coach Isolo. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. 6 to shoot. Now, Adebayo. 18 feet out. Count it.
Big time from Bam. This guy's played in the finals, so Adebayo knows how to handle the pressure.
Now, here's Johnson. From 12 feet, Jackson with the rebound.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. He puts in the chain.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson up top. No good. You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire